Hey everybody, Brett here, and it is day 82 of Carnivore Diet journey, and day 5 of what was Lion Diet. Went out to dinner tonight, so Lion Diet took a little break tonight. We're getting more and more people watching these videos, and I just want to ask you guys again, subscribe. Subscribe to the video. There's a lot of people that watch the video that don't necessarily subscribe. And when you subscribe, it helps put it in front of more people. So I just ask you guys to like, comment, subscribe on the videos. Comment especially for me, because that helps me know that you guys are actually, there and listening and either looking for advice, giving advice, looking for support, giving support. And I really do appreciate it. So let's do those things. So this morning got up 277.1. So that is 55.5 pounds. I've been right around there, plus or minus a pound in the last few days, which is fine. Glucose was at 113, and my ketones this morning were at 1. And this morning means right about 8:45. I believe that was the time when I took all my took my numbers. So the ketones and the glucose, they're fine. The weight is fine. I'm just keeping working, keeping plugging away. And I ended up doing OMAD today by mistake, right? So I shouldn't say by mistake. It was just by time allowance to cook a steak in the middle of the day. So I did not pre-cook a steak. I think we'll all agree. A pre-cooked steak is okay, but a fresh cooked steak is even better. So I had a block of time available today to cook a steak. So I was going to cook a steak, but some things came up and I had to take care of some things during that time. So I did not get to cook my steak. So what was interesting was I wasn't hungry. I didn't get hungry until probably around 6 or 6:30 tonight. I was thinking about food at 6 o'clock, but by 6:30 I was hungry. But we were on our way to dinner. So I don't know if it was just the mental thing to know that we're about to eat dinner made me hungry. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Got to the restaurant. It's called Garden Grace. It is amazing. I'm going to post a picture of my main meal item. So I did not do the gnocchi. I did not do the Brussels sprouts. Did not do the roasted carrots. I did not do anything off carnivore. What I had was we started with a couple of oysters, half a lobster, couple of shrimp, and a crab leg, a grilled crab leg over a wood grill. Never had that before in my life. Very, very good. Unfortunately, it was just one, and I wasn't paying for more than that. So it was one crab leg, probably about 8 to 10 inches long, king crab. Absolutely delicious. So that was my, kind of the starter that we ate. My wife actually ate the shrimp. I didn't eat the shrimp because she wouldn't eat the lobster or anything else. So when the main meal came out, what I had was a 30-ounce tomahawk, cooked medium, absolutely delicious. Never had the tomahawk before. It was a Wagyu tomahawk A3, and just absolutely amazing. Now, my wife had their normal Wagyu, which is kind of an Americanized Wagyu filet, and the filet was amazing as well. She couldn't finish hers. It was only an 8-ounce filet, but she ate some non-carnivore stuff tonight too. So she wasn't able to finish the filet, so I got to finish that a little bit. But what was amazing to me is I ate the half a lobster, the crab leg, the oysters, um, the 30-ounce tomahawk, probably 2 ounces of the filet. And my wife's like, we're not having dessert, are we? I was like, maybe I could go for some more shrimp for dessert. I was still hungry. Not hungry, but like I could eat a little bit more and just be perfect. I didn't do that. This is a very expensive restaurant. It's not something that we can. It's not something that we would spend the money on under a normal circumstance. This is the company that my wife is leaving, so we get a very, very good discount. So that's what allowed me to do this. And knowing that that discount won't be there anymore, that is why I got the A3 Wagyu Tomahawk, because I'm never going to be able to do that for the price that I did it for. Not if I want them to cook it. And they do an amazing job cooking all their meat. So awesome dinner. Offline, because I had the oysters, the lobster, and the crab leg, right? But it wasn't a ton of it. And what I did too, because that's, seafood doesn't have a whole lot of fat in it. So the ghee that came out for the crab leg and that, I didn't use that much of it, but I just did it like a shooter, and I just shot the ghee. That was good. And then I had them bring me out probably about a quarter cup of just whipped butter, and that's what I ate that with my steak. So amazing dinner, slightly offline, but still within carnivore. My wife, and I had one bourbon. Again, we were there to celebrate, kind of preliminary celebration of our wedding anniversary, because this is usually where we go for our wedding anniversary. But we'll be married for 25 years in a month and 2 days. So kind of a big deal. And then also with her, getting ready to start her new job and leave her company and everything. Pretty excited about that. So we wanted to celebrate that. And then I'm out of town next week, so we couldn't do it next week when she actually stops working there. So, but it was a good day, right? No caffeine is actually affecting me a little bit in the morning, though, I think. I don't know that I have ADHD, but I always feel like I do. And if I'm drinking a bunch of caffeine, I can pretty much stay focused. With no caffeine, it's a little bit harder for me to keep focused on things. So that's been hurting me this week, but it's not to the point where I want to break and go to it. I only broke it tonight because of lobster and crab legs, to be honest with you. I've been wanting crab legs for this entire time on Carnivore, and the store never has them. So took the advantage tonight. Now, the other thing that happened today was I was at work planning for my business trip for next week. And where I'm going to be going is very far from, it's at least, depending on the traffic, 35 to 50 minutes away from like a restaurant. Unless I want to grab some food at a gas station, I got to drive that far. And we're staying on site. So dinners, we're going to go over to town, right? Over to Laredo, Texas. And we'll eat dinner there. But during the day, because I'm not really OMAD at this point, I have to plan to eat during the day. So I had to talk with them that, they typically bring lunch in. So I had to let them know, hey, I don't eat anything but meat. I said, and right now I'm really only eating beef. So if you're going to bring stuff in that can work with that, great. If not, don't bring it in. I'll buy stuff at the grocery store that I can heat up. Like I'll buy, pre-cooked hamburger patties. I did look. There's an HEB 40 minutes away that has pre-cooked hamburgers that are just burger, salt, spices. So I don't know what's in the spices, but I think I could take a chance on that for the week. So just trying to figure that out. But, setting that plan, somebody mentioned today, like they're impressed or something along those lines, that I could set that plan. But that is the only way that this works for me. Traveling for work and trying to eat this way, it can be a little bit difficult. If you've got a steakhouse every night, it's very easy, right? Smoked meat every day, kind of easy. But if you don't have those options, it can be very difficult. So you need to make sure that you have a plan in place. And that's why I'm saying, I'm going to probably go to the grocery store. We're going to fly in Monday. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to buy some food that I can use during the week, and then I will eat that. Where we're staying, I've got a kitchen and everything else, so I can cook and whatnot. But it's just, you got to plan for it. You can't just wing it with this diet. It'd be like trying to wing it when you have all pre-planned or pre-packaged meals, like a Nutrisystem or something like that. You can't just be like, I'll figure it out when I get to work. No, you left all your food at home. You can't figure it out when you get to work. So same kind of thing is going to apply here. So good night, good weights, good numbers. And that's really what I got for you today. So I will talk to you tomorrow.